Oh, shit. Whoops. I'm totally slacking today. Like, I am a little bit out of it. I'm sorry. Totally slacking. I'm way behind. What is going on, everybody? I am JGB, also known as King Mexico, also known as Jesse Goku, which Jesse Goku, or my initials JGB. What's going on? It is Tuesday. It is May 25th, 2021. And we are, less than 60 days away. We're about 50 days away. Actually, I think we're less than 50 days away from Delta HCon and Comic Palooza. And for those of you that don't know, Comic Palooza has announced that former WWE superstar, former WWE World Champion, current AEW All Elite Wrestling competitor, wrestler, fighter, Christian from Edge and Christian, former multiple-time WWE World Tag Team Champion, will be a guest at Comic Palooza. What is going on? Shout out to Pachinko. People really bringing up the Robert Downey Jr. that has happened years ago. Right, so that is what we're talking about. Welcome to Hashtag Tuesdays. Yep, we are running out of ideas to talk about stuff. Joining me is our mascot, the background, Mr. Bear. We're gonna have him on our. We have the bear. Bear's here. So what is up? Yeah, I have to talk a little bit about what's going on. I saw it today. So I was scrolling through Facebook and I was noticing that some people were sharing some tweets about what was going on with Robert Downey Jr. Let me see if I can actually find an article. Robert Downey Jr. Cancel. All right, so here's an article by us. I think this is the right one. Yeah, okay, so this is the right one. So this is from ScreenGeek.com. I'm going to share with you, and then we'll discuss. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Talk about games, 5 ever. So some are trying to get Robert Downey Jr. canceled for his Tropic Thunder role. Tropic Thunder came out back in 2008 and was met with near universal acclaim. The film received wonderful reviews and was a hit at the box office. Robert Downey Jr. was even nominated for an Oscar for his performance in which he played the dude, playing a dude disguised as another dude. Well, in 2020, the past is often brought up in attempts to cancel certain people for their past wrongdoings, and apparently some believe that the actor should be canceled for playing this role nearly 12 years ago. Remember that time Robert Downey Jr. did full blackface and nobody said anything? Wait. Why did Robert Downey Jr. get a pass for doing blackface in a full-length feature film? And why am I now just finding out about it? Wait a damn minute. So you're telling me Robert Downey Jr. has done blackface and defended it. It was part of the context of the movie. Yes. What the fuck? Robert Downey Jr. did blackface. I cannot believe this. What the fuck? I can't believe Robert Downey Jr. played blackface. Him acting as a black male is racist, and I don't see how you can defend him for it. We need to cancel him immediately. Robert Downey Jr., why are you not addressing the fact that you wore blackface and you're not willing to admit you're a racist piece of shit? Doesn't matter. He still did blackface. So yeah, it seems to me like there's a lot of angry people. I mean, I have tried to defend some aspects of cancel culture. It just seems to me like it's just too much. Like it's getting too out of hand. Like there are a lot of people that don't have an issue with Robert Downey Jr. for the role that he played because they don't consider it blackface. And like before you say, oh, well, you know, you're racist, you're this, you're that. Just keep in mind that the people that I have seen saying this stuff are people that are black, that are saying, look, we don't have a problem with Robert Downey Jr.'s role. It wasn't blackface, or, you know, like, you know, when something's blackface. So there's a lot of people that I can see that are defending this, that are liking it. I don't have an opinion on it. I saw the movie. I liked the movie. I thought it was funny. And they explained, like, okay, so in the movie, Robert Downey Jr. is an Australian guy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's like some Australian dude. And he gets his skin illegally altered so he can get the role in a movie. So he doesn't necessarily, like, it's not the same. He does play a white guy, and the guy gets his skin changed so he could play a role in a different movie. So he's playing a character that's playing a character that wants to play a character. So that's what it is. I'm a dude disguised playing a dude disguised as another playing a dude. Like, you know, it's crazy. So like, he's an actor playing an actor who wants to play a character, but he needs to play the role of this individual to play the actor, to play the character. So that's kind of where it comes from. It wasn't blackface. At least I don't think so. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that they're going to disagree with me. And you know, and that's fine. I mean, just if you think it's blackface and you want to like talk about it, but you can. I mean, I'll welcome anyone to the platform to come on here and talk about it. But I don't think it's the same thing. I honestly don't. I think that it's really dumb how this is taken out of proportion. This happened almost 13 years ago. This happened 13 years ago. I remember this is like one of my very first Blu-ray movies of all time. Like, I remember getting this movie. I think it was my first Blu-ray movie. I'm not sure. No, wait, no, it wasn't. It was my second or third. Because I think my very first Blu-ray movie was Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. So, I mean, it's one of those movies to where you watch it and it's like, and you know, we questioned it too. Like, why is he playing a black guy? Like, why is he coloring his skin to play a black guy? And they kind of explained in the movie that he didn't start off that way. Like, that's just how the character is. So it's the character, not Robert Downey Jr. And I think people are just like, people just want to cancel everything. You have to be completely 100% politically correct nowadays. And I think that's really stupid. You know, I mean, yeah, it's good to be politically correct, but people make mistakes all the time. And then, you know, we were different people 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Like 10 years ago, I was 22. I was a different person. There were different times. 10 years ago is a long time. Like, some things you could say back then are not okay now. There are some things that people said back then that they got away with that they cannot get away with today. There are some things that you know, it's not. And as a kid, like at 22, you're still a kid. You're legally a full-grown adult, but you're still a kid. You're still growing. You're still learning. You're in college. You're learning, and like, not everyone is not everyone sees the world the same. But it's one of those things to where you can't hold somebody accountable for something they did 10, 15, 20 years ago, because they're not the same person. They've grown, they've matured, they've blossomed more. you know, there are just certain things about that you just, I'm constantly being put in Facebook jail for shit that I said 7 years ago, for shit that I posted 7 years ago, for shit that I said 7 years ago. Like, people were sharing this stupid meme, and it was one of Osama bin Laden, and it's like, whenever somebody said something stupid or something fucked up, the meme would say, and this is why I bomb people. That's what it said on the meme. So I shared it because I thought it was funny because of the context of why it was funny. Like, somebody said something incredibly stupid, and then somebody posted the meme. So I shared the meme. I got put in Facebook jail. I got put in Facebook jail for a while. And that shit sucks. Right. Absolutely. And we were just talking about that. You're right, Sonic. The movie, it does explain that these people have not seen the movie, or they didn't understand the context of the movie. And I think, honestly, people are just... I think it's a cry for attention. People want to be internet famous nowadays. So if you're part of a movement, you're hashtagging this movement, you're vocal in this movement, maybe, hopefully, you'll get followers, you'll get famous, people will like you, people will want to be your friend. But, I mean, it's more... I think people are getting, like, the wrong idea. Like, people want to be popular. I know people my fucking age that want to still be popular. They're ass kissers, but they still want to be fucking popular. I'm not kissing anybody's ass. Fuck that. Actually, let me... Right. No, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work today compared to 2008, but I digress. I just want to do a 50-minute video about this. Hashtag Tuesdays. Because I got shit today. I got to go to the gym. I ain't got to worry about this piece of the shit. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. You know what you heard what I had to say. I think it's dumb. Would it fly? No, absolutely not. Not anymore. But if you watch the movie, you understand the context of the character. He's playing the role of a character, and the character wants to play the role of another character in a movie, so he dyes his skin so he can get that role. So he is a dude playing a dude who wants to play another dude. There's a lot more to it than people realize. Maybe watch the fucking movie. Pay attention. So I tell you this, a lot of these people, like, I fucking hate the word woke. Stop saying woke. Stop saying woke. Please stop saying woke. Say, why can't you just be aware? Why can't you be educated? Why can't you have, like, be an intellect? Why does it have to be woke? Like, you were asleep this whole time? Woke? That sounds like some shit that they say in Alvin, Texas. All right, guys. That's all for today. It was just a 15-minute video. Thanks for watching. Make sure, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to our videos. We'll be back tomorrow with another Power Hour. I'm going to go do a podcast on the Anchor FM. All right, guys. Peace.